How's it going, internets? I hope you're having a lovely day. It's that time again. It's time to get into some animation. Time to get that imagination all revved out. Time to get creative. And first of all, it's time to get inspired. And today's inspiration comes from Seth Fisher. If you're not familiar with his work, check right over here. He is a super imaginative and creative genius, I would say, of comic book world and illustration world. I just am in love with his style. He's got such a way with his line work that is so precise yet very fluid. It doesn't feel rigid at all, and I just love his stuff. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, so I don't know, it makes me sad sometimes. He's a kind of a up-and-coming, newer, I think he was only in his 30s or 40s. Just would love to see the stuff that he would be coming up with today. But his stuff is phenomenal. It's just gorgeous and beautiful, and I would say he's very, there's a very Mobius-ness, especially in this piece here, to his work that I'm completely drawn to. But I really just adore his thematically, and the amount of detail that he puts in each piece, and the amount of precision he does everything with. While still feeling that there's a sense of whimsy or a sense of looseness behind it is just super impressive. So I hope you guys go off and check out more of his stuff. I will throw a link in the description below, but I did want to share a quote with you guys from him. That was, what I want is to explore my own mind until I find something that was so hidden that it even shocks me. And I think that's so amazing. Just to get into that mindset where you just want to keep exploring and you just want to keep pushing and trying to see what's behind there and see what's inside and try and force yourself and force that creativity out, and let it, like I said, I mean, you can see the stuff in his work that he has this ethic that's really precise, but yet it's about whimsical and fantastical things. But there's this feeling of, you can tell that he's, he just wants to explore and he wants to push himself to that next level. And each one of his pieces, I mean, these have to be taken, long time to get, this such a clean, precise work. I just love that. I really was impressed. As you can see, I'm a little speechless when I look at his work, and I think that's a good sign. When someone's work just really makes me think and ponder and look at it. That's pieces that I'm personally driven to. The amount of detail that he throws into each one is just phenomenal. So a really wonderful artist, a huge inspiration for me for today. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into some animation. This is the Machhar, I believe that's how you pronounce it, rig. It's basically just a insect, bug, fly rig. And what we'll be doing for the rest of the video, at least, is giving ourselves 48 frames. It's 2 seconds of animation. I go off and I find a rig that I've never used before. It's a free resource for you guys to play around with as well. We kind of go from there. A little bit of over the shoulder, hang out with me while I animate. A little bit of talking through the process, or just talking about the creative world or life or experience in general. But the main goal of these videos is to each and every day hopefully encourage you guys and inspire you to go off and create something wonderfully unique and individual and miraculously you each and every day. So that being said, let's go ahead and play around here. So I was thinking for this one, I'll just do a flying idle animation. I know I've done some flying before, but I don't know if I've done a flying idle. So let's see if we can't try and do something like that. Now, one thing I was noticing a little bit early on is there is a little bit of lag here. So let's see. We're getting a little bit of intersection there. So let's go start off. We'll want to create that storytelling pose. I'm going to just go ahead and turn the visibility off on those. Unfortunately, they don't look like they're working as well. Okay. So we'll lift this guy up here. And then we'll go ahead and lift the legs. Here. Again, I think we'll want to go a little bit higher so so we can drag those legs a little bit more. Push that. We'll go grab those knees. Make sure those are up here. And I think I'll keep the front ones down, the knees down further. I think I'm going to lift these ones here. And we'll do a little bit higher there. Here. Actually, I think I'll grab everything and just crank it up a little bit higher. Alright, maybe not everything there. Hips and the feet and the knees here. And I'm just holding shift to select all these things, which you guys probably already know, but just in case. Let's turn our grid off, it's a little distracting there. And let's go ahead and drop these there a little bit more. Let's take that knee, pull it out there. Oh, that's, is that right? Or does that look twisted out? Maybe we just need to pull it forward a little bit. There we go. I'll go drop those down more. Pull them in a little bit. I'm gotta be careful that we're not intersecting too much with these guys. Bring those up there. Try and keep good silhouette on here. Maybe we need to bring these in a little more. Okay. And I think we will also pull these in a little bit more here too, but lift them up a little bit. And then let's go ahead and rotate that up a little bit higher and relax the midsection a little bit. And go a little bit there. Don't have any rotate on the front here. Guess that'll work. A sucker one. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's sucker two. We don't really have a controller to do the tip here. No. Alright. Well, we'll go and leave it how it is for right now. And let's look at the wings here. Let's leave them up at where they are. Okay. And start off there. Still think I want. Maybe I'll just zero everything out here and retry just doing the front ones again. So let's zero them all out here. And zero that out and zero that out as well. Just don't know that I love how those feet are. Could really drag them down even more. Then push these knees out a little bit. let's start and begin where the breaking of the joints would be. And let's see if we can't clear the back a little bit more. Do something like that. Just give us a little more clearer silhouette in there. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Okay, so let's start there. Go and grab everything, make sure we just have our NURB curves, NURB surfaces, and polygons selected. And let's go ahead and set our frame range from 0 to 48. And let's go ahead and grab everything. We'll go ahead and save our file. We are using Autodesk Maya 2014 for today's video. And we'll go ahead and set our first key there. Alright, now let's go ahead and do some bounce in the chest. So let's go down there. Actually, let's go on 8s for this. So down, up, down, up, down, up. And let's get our graph editor going. I think we need one more cycle, right? Because that would be 1. So yeah, we'd need another 16 frames on there. 56, 64. Alright. Key that, and key that. And again, I'm sure we're going to get a little bit of lag in this one. Like I said, I could already tell just when doing a little bit there. So I kind of want the body to feel slow, and I want some rapid wing beats, because this would be an insect, and they tend to beat their wings really fast. So we'll probably go on 6s for the wing up and down. The extreme up and the extreme down would be there. Maybe that's too fast though, so let's see. Let's play it. Okay. Start up there. Go up. And then you go 12s, right? Go down. No, we'd have to do it. Let's keep it on 8s for right now then. Just to start off with our timing. So we know we get it right, and then we'll probably push it back so that it starts at 4. Keep that. Keep that. I'm not going to worry about breaking my timing up too much just yet. We'll wait a little bit down the road here. Let's see. I'm not sure that I did that exactly right, so I'll have to play around here. And we'll go key that. Okay, so let's kind of leaf through here and see if that feels pretty good there. Goes down there. And that's fine. Now that one feels low, so let's kick it up a little bit more. Again, a little too low, so let's push it back. Okay. And like I said with this, we're not going to be able to really watch it too much at speed because it's a little bit, we've got a little bit of lag going on, so go ahead and drag those up. Actually, let's just grab all of these and we'll just offset them a little bit. So the body goes down, the legs would go up here, and then drag down there, up there, and down there, up there, and down there, up there, down there, and then go back to where we started off. So let's see. Alright, let's delay the back legs by a frame here, and we'll exaggerate the down on the back legs more. And one other thing we might have to do here as well is to push the knees out further so they don't intersect really with the wings. Okay. And then let's go ahead and push those forward a frame. Actually, let's do these on 8s. Since this will be a little bit different timing with the other portion of the legs. So these will work pretty much on the same timing as the body. And let's adjust these a little bit more. I think I want to exaggerate them a little bit more. Let's see. Now let's delay one frame here. I feel like we need to exaggerate that even more. Okay, I'm just gonna pause this 1 second and play blast this and see how it. Okay, it looks all right, but it's just too slow overall. So I think I'm gonna put this on 7, on like a base 7 system rather than a base 8 system. So let's go adjust that. Okay. frame out there. I'll frame out there. And frame out here. And then frame out here. Frame out there. And frame out there. And 49 there. And there. Now I'll have to adjust the legs as well. So just push that forward frame. Push that forward frame. Push that forward frame. Push that forward frame. And move this one forward frame. And that forward frame. And there's only 56. Forward frame. Alright, I don't know that I did that perfectly, so let's take a look at these guys. So we got 5 and 7, 7, 7, 7, 7 frames, 7 frames, 7 frames, and 2 frames. Yeah, it's just about right. So we're gonna find a little better middle ground there. And let's look here. And we started on. Let's just push it at 7 here. 7, 14, 21, 28. Just make sure my timing's still on here. That's why timing, I think, is really important to try and lock in one of your first steps. Not to go too far. Probably take a page out of my own book there and really have. But that's alright. We can always readjust it. And we'll just delay the frame. And let's look at the front feet. 4, and we got 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. And I think that one needs to be there. So 1 frame 4. Almost had that. It's pretty close. Okay, so let's cut this down to only 56 frames. And let's go ahead and save our file here real quick. And I'm just going to pause that. Okay, I think that feels a lot better. We still need to mix this up even more. But I think the timing's better with doing it on 7s instead of 8s. Just felt too slow. Right now when I'm looking at it, I feel like these legs need to kick up a little bit more. I feel like they go down fine enough. And I don't know, something about those middle ones bugs me. I'm not sure what it is. So maybe I'll add a little bit of back and forth to them so we get a little bit of circular motion. Let's try that. So first thing I noticed was I wanted to make sure those kicked up a little bit more. So I'll take the up positions and we'll just exaggerate them a little bit more. Okay, now these guys. Let's go 4. We'll go back a little bit. Actually, I think we'll back. Let's do X there. And then we'll go forward. And we'll go back. And then forward. So we get a little bit of circular movement through there. Back. And then we'll go forward. And then forward. Back again. So let's see that now. Okay. Probably can do less of that, but I think that'll start working. Let's do a little bit of back and forth on the hips as well. So you can go forward there, and then back there. And just a little bit of this. This is probably too much even, but just so we get a little bit of kind of loopiness to it. So it's not just going up and down, but it's kind of going in a circular motion. And again, like I said, I don't want a lot of this, so let's even it out and kind of scale it back here too. Okay. Alright, I'm going to pause that and play blast and we'll take a look. Okay. Too much circular movement in here. They're just too busy. So I'll tone that down, and I think I'm doing a little bit of give in these ones as well. I feel like the circular movement throughout the body works alright. And I think I'm just going to keep the back ones just kind of going up and down, and not do too much forward and back in there. So let's look at these two. I'll grab our translate Z, and we'll just pretty much scale it back here. I feel like it's working alright, just a little too busy. Okay, let's look at these ones here. So, how do we want to do that? Go forward a little bit there. Go back a little bit there. Forward a little there. Back a little there. Forward a little there. Back a little here. Forward a little there. And then back again. Okay. Let's look at our translate Z's here. And again, I don't need a lot of this, just a little tiny bit. Let's just kind of frame through it, see how it feels. Alright, delete that. Okay. Let's go and drag the head a little bit here. And bring it down there. Drag it up a little bit there. And bring it down. Drag it up. And bring it down. Drag it up. 39, 46, what's that, 53? And then go back to where we were again. Okay, let's clean up that. A little bit of overshoot, a little bit of undershoot. And let's look at the spine this portion will work pretty much on the same timing as the body, so I'll go ahead and drag that back. And then push it down, drag it back, push it down, drag it back, push it down, drag it back, go again. And that's the rotate X, so let's clean that up a little bit better. Kind of have it just be up and down here. Keep it a little bit tighter. I might delay this a frame or so, but I think I'm going to pretty much keep it with similar timing of the main base here. And we'll go to this portion, and we'll go on 3, and we'll go and drag it back there. And then 10, we'll bring it down. And then 17 is up. And 24 would be down. And 31's up. 38 would be down. Is it 45? No, 44. No, 45. And 52. And then go back again. Alright, and let's clean that up. And probably minimize it because it's going to still be a little, probably too busy once we get the tail end in here as well. Now let's look at the tail here. And we're just going to start off with this working on 7s. We'll go ahead and crank it in then. Actually, let's have it go on 5. And then what would that be? 12? Bring it down. Other way. And then 19. Bring it up. Now we might tweak the timing on this one. And 33. Bring it up. And 40. Bring it down. And 47. Bring it up. And 54, bring it down, and then go back again. Alright, now let's clean that up one more time, and then we'll play blast it and see how that all works. See what we like, see what we don't like, and go from there. And that's a good workflow, I think, to have, is to do a few steps, play blast, and a few steps. So that you're always kind of getting a glimpse of the overall feel of it. You pull yourself out a little bit and can reassess each time. Okay, so let's go ahead and pause. Alright, it's starting to feel a little bit looser now. I think we could delay the back legs one more frame. And then there's something with that amplitude that's fluttery towards those last ones. So we'll just see if we can adjust that as well. So let's go ahead and grab these guys and we'll just delay them one more frame here. That's what I was kind of afraid of, is that it would get intersected. Alright, so we'll go back to the timing we originally had there. Let's look at speed and amplitude. Key there. these up so we try not to get that fluttering that we were getting. Which is interesting, but it's kind of weird that it only happens on 2 of them. It should either happen on all of them or none of them. Alright, see right there, getting some intersections. I feel like we should probably pull that back a little bit more. Touch, but I don't really want them intersecting there. Okay. Now that we have that, maybe we'll do a little bit of... These guys could go in and out here, so they could go... Bring it in a little bit. Go 7 frames from there, and then go out, go in, just to vary them a little bit more, and then go out. What would that be? 17, 3, 24, right? Intersect those wings now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, maybe we'll have to reverse it, but let's continue going with this idea for now. But I think we're going to have to go out and in instead of in and out, otherwise we're going to clip those wings. Okay, so let's look at the translate X a little bit closer here. And again, I'm going to go ahead and just do the opposite of what we were doing before, because otherwise we're going to clip into the wing. I don't want to do that, so. But I still want to try and get a little bit of that kind of in and out pumping action in the back legs, just to add some more variety, so it's not just up and down in one axis. Let's look at the other side. Again, I want to do the opposite there. And I'm not too worried about this. This isn't going to be something that's really going to be shown off too much, but you'll feel that there's, you know, working in 3 dimensions instead of just in 2. So let's see. All right, let's do some of that sucking motion thing. And let's do that only every 14. So we'll have the sucker 1 go here. And go there again. 28, and what would that be? 42. We'll go again. Go again. Okay. It's not working really. Maybe we'll have to fluctuate it so it's at 0. And then it's 0 again, but I don't want it to go down. I just want it to go one more time. So let's see. It goes up. It goes down. See, that's what I didn't want. And maybe we zero it out again. The next frame. And then we go hold off for that. And then we'll go again. And then we'll zero it out again. Okay. add some variety to that one since we can't really do any drag or anything on there. So let's go ahead and play blast that another. Okay, I feel like everything's working except for these wings, and I'm pretty sure it's just that amplitude and speed thing that we have going. So I'll see if I can try to clean that up. If worse comes to worse, we'll just cut it out, but I really want to be able to swing those wings back up further, so we'll have to see here. So let's grab both of them. In my opinion, this would have been better to just have a rotate on there rather than, but I'm sure there's reasoning for everything here under the sun. So let's just compare all the speed keys that we have. We have 8.725, 8.752, 9.0. Feels pretty similar. And let's see what we have for our speeds. Minus 0.05, minus 0.7, minus 0.9, minus 0.9. So I think we need to go a little bit more with these last two. That might be our problem. I know it's not much, but it could be enough to. So that was a 9, and this one would be a 9. And speed is at 9. 9, 9, 9. I'm not going to try and do it too much. Alright, so I'm going to play blast that again, see if that fits. Alright, it's workable. I had to cut out the speed and amplitude though. There's too much flutter in there, so I'm not sure why those were working that way. But I feel like overall it works okay. The back legs are a little probably over-pronounced, and I feel like their timing is a little too similar to the wings, so I think I'm going to tweak that a little bit more. And then after that, I think that'll call it good for today. So let's see if we can't maybe just tone those down a little bit more. Again, I'm still going to try to avoid clipping here. So yeah, let's bring those back up a little bit more. I think I'm okay with that, so they like kind of hit and then follow through. Feels pretty good, like kind of slap the wings, slap the legs into going. So let's play blast that and see how I like it. Alright, that works. I definitely think I could probably crank up the wings a little bit faster. Even if I just did them by a frame or so. I don't know how that would loop, if it would loop as well. Let's try it. So we're just going to cut one frame from each of these. We got 46, and then we should be able to hit, what, 52? That'd be 6 frames from it. Yeah, so we'd have one that would be off. Yeah, it's not going to loop right. It's not enough cycles. We have to get in and retime a whole lot of stuff to get that. So I think I'll leave it where it's at for right now. So let me turn off our nerve curves, and let's go ahead and create a new perspective here. Just a different color background to try and see if the rig can stand out a little bit more. I feel like green would be a good bug background color, so let's go ahead and create a new cube here. We applied a new material. This is all. We're going to put a Lambert on there. We'll go over to a Lambert here, and let's see if we can't find a good buggish green. Okay, we'll go back to our original camera angle, and now our little fly bug stands out a little bit better. Zoom in a little bit more here. Alright, now I think I'm going to leave it like this, but a couple things that I would probably like to tweak, but I don't know that they're and have to go into the geometry and do it, but is to like break up the legs, so we had a two-part to each leg, so that we can really kind of get into the bottoms of the feet and add a little bit of drag and overlap to mix up our timing a little bit better, but still keep the overall timing. So I don't really want to mix up the timing on the legs themselves, but I'd like to add some variety in there a little bit more. So you could do that through posing and everything too, but I feel like it works pretty well here as an overall idea. But to break up the feet, if I could, to do just a frame here and there of variety and timing would help mix up the shot a little bit more. But I think it works. The idea comes across, and I'm pretty sure we're getting close to our hour here. So let's go ahead and take a look back at the beautiful work and inspiration that we started off with from Seth Fisher. And he said, "What I want is to explore my own mind until I find something that was so hidden that it shocks even me." So that's a great challenge for you guys, for me, for everybody in the creative community, is to continue to explore the vast imagination and creative caverns of your mind, and try and mine them as much as you can each and every day, and keep pushing yourself and keep going. I love you guys lots. You're amazing. You are the creative future. So keep on pushing yourself each and every day. And I think that'll do it for today. I love you guys lots, and we will see you for some more animation tomorrow.